with how Trey wasn't mentioned in the state of the franchise, do you feel that the front office is trying to pump up Jimmy's status for trade value? Is Kyle being defiant by doing the opposite?
Ooh, I would actually love to touch on this because we never actually talked about the state of the franchise. I think we talked about it a little bit on the phone after it happened. I thought this was messed up.
Yeah.
I really thought this was messed up. The state of the franchise is actually now the state of Trey Lance.
Yes.
He's the franchise.
Yes.
Not mentioning him in the state of the franchise, in my opinion, was messed up. Again,
now real quick, we compared Kyle to Harbaugh in this situation, the other one. He didn't do a lot of talking about Kaepernick before it was time. Kaepernick was a second-round pick.
36th overall pick.
Exactly. Kaepernick was a second-round pick. There is no comparison. We got to stop acting like Trey Lance wasn't the third pick and they didn't trade 3 years worth of first-round picks to get him. We got to stop acting like that.
Right.
He is everything.
He is the franchise, right?
Yes.
And we have to stop. That's why we have to stop having these dumb debates about, Jimmy and Trey is a competition. No, it's not a competition. When Trey's ready, Trey's going to start. Sorry, that's the truth. That's what happens when you give up this many assets for a particular person in any profession.
The Niners have a bigger commitment to Trey Lance than the Jaguars have to Trevor Lawrence. You understand? Like, if you calculate the draft capital the Niners gave up, if you add up all the draft points that the 3 first-round picks plus the third added up to, is probably more than whatever that number 1 pick was for Trevor Lawrence. It's unreal how committed the Niners are to this guy. And more than the Chiefs were to Patrick Mahomes.
He's the flashy new toy to show off. The
Niners just spent like $500,000 on a car, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to drive it until 2023. I call BS.
They're right now, and I never understood this because I'm not really into the shoe game type thing. Like, I'll spend a decent amount of money on shoes, but it's more practical rather than for the visual aesthetics of having the shoe in my closet. Right now, they have Trey Lance. They just drafted Trey Lance. But when they're going out, they're wearing their Nike Frees and going out.
You would never spend 3 firsts and the third on some shoes, though, man.
No.
That's the equivalent of spending like $3,000 on shoes.
You didn't get my analogy. He's the expensive pair of Jordans that you just bought, but you're hiding them in your closet and you're wearing your Nike Frees and going out. He's what you should be showing off. That's what I didn't understand. This is the state of the franchise, and I understand not wanting to jump on Jimmy Garoppolo's toes or Trey Lance, but if you're Jimmy Garoppolo, you have to understand the reality of whether he's a starting quarterback or not. He's the guy everybody is going to want to know about. He's the guy the team is going to want to market. Sorry, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, as the singer in that Tupac song went, that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's what I learned from Tupac, and that was a long time ago.